Oh man, what up you guys? John's Moto Garage, welcome back to the channel. Check out this clip real quick. Alright, stay tuned to the end. I'll talk about what that clip's all about. Real talk today, you guys. It's Motivation Monday, except I think it's actually like Wednesday, but today's one of those days where I honestly just feel like quitting. I woke up this morning just not with like the high motivation levels. And truth be told, if you were to talk to Jackie, and when I say quitting, I'm talking about like the YouTube channel stuff. If you talk to Jackie over the last couple years since I started this channel, she'll tell you like dozens of times. I'll go to her, I'll be like, oh, I think I'm gonna quit the channel. The channel's dying, like all this stuff. So today I'm talking about me, but hopefully it resonates with you guys. Yeah, sometimes that's just life, man. Like things don't always go the way we necessarily want them to go, but I guess whenever I think about quitting my channel, I take a step back and I think, all right, what's actually going on? You know what I mean? And I think the biggest thing is sometimes you put in a certain amount of work or effort, hoping or expecting a certain result. And when we don't see that result right away, it's easy to get discouraged, maybe easy to get bummed out, things like that. But when I really think about it and I take a step even further back and look at like the big picture, I don't think there's anything that I've ever achieved, accomplished, or been proud of or stoked on that I was able to get easily or that was handed to me. You know what I mean? Like if I look at my degree, if I look at my career, if I look at my even relationships, even if I look at, you know, raising kids, if I look at like doing this YouTube channel, like none of this was just handed out on a platter. Everything is something I had to work for. And I don't mean like overcoming crazy obstacles in order to achieve it, but I just mean like putting in the work and the time. And you guys know what I mean. Like it's one thing to be given something, but it's another thing to actually work for it, struggle, like really sometimes think like I may not even achieve it, and then eventually get to a point where you look back and you're like, dang, look at all the progress I've made. And it's only at that point that it's like, that was worth it and that was rad. And there's, what's the quote? It's real cliche, but it's, no matter how slow you're running, you're still lapping the people sitting on the couch. And the other one I love to tell Jackie, and she always gets pissed off at me, but it's do your best, forget the rest. And then what's the other one I tell her? Oh, do what others won't do today so you can do what they can't do tomorrow. Again, Motivation Monday, like all the cliche stuff. But it's I don't know, I guess it's true. Like there's days like this where I wake up and I look at my channel and maybe I just look at the things I'm trying to do in life and I'm just not super stoked on it. But I remind myself, why did I get into it? Ultimately, what do I want to accomplish? And then I remind myself, if I'm having fun doing it and if I want to keep doing it, then keep doing it. And if not, then maybe it's something to cut out of your life. So with me, obviously with this channel, I've put in a lot of work. And there were times I remember when I had 70 subscribers and I thought, dude, I'm never gonna hit 100. And I was ready to throw in the towel. And then there were times when I had like 400 and I was like, dude, I'm never gonna hit 500. And I was ready to throw in the towel. Man, you can tell I'm sleep deprived, I can't even talk. I remember hitting 1,000, being elated, like, yeah, dude, we did it, man. And then getting to the point where I was at 3,000 and be like, oh, I'm ready to throw in the towel. I mean, you get what I'm getting at. It's easy to lose track of what the objective is and to lose track of like the present and the fact that we're having fun doing whatever it is we're doing. And so I have people reach out to me sometimes also who are doing channels, and a lot of people hit me up and I encourage them, like, go do a channel, give it a shot. Because some people are going to stumble on something that could be a major passion. Other people are going to try it and may not dig it. But I have people hit me up like, dude, I'm in kind of a rut. I'm doing this channel. I'm not seeing the success I want. And the only thing I can say is, if it's something you want to do, keep working at it. And you just got to kind of weigh it. If it's something you're enjoying and you want to do it and accomplish it, then keep working at it. And again, this is wicked cliche, but it's just, honestly, this is the reality, man. This is the reality. I woke up today and I was like, dude, ugh. Like, I don't want to do it, bro. I don't want to do it. And then again, I step back and I'm like, but why, dude? Like, I've already put in all the hard work. It's like if you go, I don't know if any of you are runners out there. I'm not an avid runner, but I go running. And sometimes I'll do like a 3-mile run and I'll be 2 miles into it or 2.5 miles into it. And at the last half a mile, I'm wanting to quit. I'm like, dude, you already put in all the hard work, bro. Like, you already put in the work. You're only on your last half mile. Like, should be the part where you can like really hammer it out, because you already put in the work. Like, you have the least amount of struggle left. You know what I mean? So, like I said, this is about me, but really, I think hopefully it resonates with everybody and not just with me and my YouTube channel, because again, at the end of the day, this is a side hobby. Yeah, I have expectations, I have goals, you know, I put in a certain amount of work and hope to get something out of it in return. But the reality is, you can only do so much. And I always say this, rule number 1, have fun. Sometimes I gotta remind myself, that's the number 1 rule, dude. Don't let it distract from family. Don't let it distract from other positive things that you're doing. Don't let it have an unequal balance in your life, you know? But if you're digging it and you want to keep working at it, keep working at it. I think that's with everything, man. I remember I got my degree like later in life. I'm 32 years old, right? And so I didn't start going back to school until I was like 23, 24. We'd already had 1 or 2 kids. It was at that point that I was like, oh, maybe I should go get a degree, you know? And I remember I started taking these prereqs, and I so badly wanted to get to a point where I was getting into the program to get my degree. And I remember finally getting accepted into a program, and the few weeks leading up to starting the program, I remember having all these doubts and thinking, dude, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to pass the classes. I won't be able to keep up with the workload. Like, how am I going to do all this stuff? And I seriously remember, after doing all that work to get to the point where I wanted to be, thinking, I might not do it. And like wanting to quit, like at that point. I'm like, for what, dude? Like the fear of like failing, the fear of not passing, you know what I mean? And so fortunately, I stuck it out and struggled through my classes and got my degree, and it was a challenge for sure. But looking back now, I'm like, dude, if I would have quit, man, that would have been a drag. That would have been a total drag. And so, what else? Even, let's look at, so that clip that I showed you at the beginning, that was me when I first started the channel. I had watched a video by Moto Jitsu doing knee drags on a Yamaha Bolt. I said, dude, I got that bike, I'm gonna go try it. I remember grabbing the bike, going out there, so stoked, so excited, and I went out and I did it. I dragged a knee. It was the absolute worst knee drag you could ever expect, like hanging off the bike, dude. Not even a legit knee drag by any standards today. I was so stoked on that, dude, so stoked on it. Now fast forward, I'm gonna show you a clip from last weekend when I went out with Jackie. Check this out. Now, if you would have told me back then that I'd be able to pull that off on the FXDX, and then, you know, almost 2 years later, I'd been like, no way, bro, not possible. Do you know how many times out riding that Dyna, trying to learn wheelies, struggling through it, I was like, dude, I want to throw in the towel, bro. I want to quit. It's not possible, dude. It ain't gonna happen. What am I doing with my life? What am I wasting my time doing, you know? And obviously, I kept working at it and eventually pulled it off. Now we're talking wheelies. Like, this isn't consequential, right? This isn't like life-changing, you know, changing the world stuff here. But we each have our own life that we're living, our own experience that we're experiencing. And at the end of the day, you gotta have something you're stoked on. You gotta have some type of passion. You gotta have something that gives you motivation to wake up and do things. And so, like I said, I guess the you know, the takeaway message is, sometimes I want to quit, but the things that I enjoy doing and that I think are important and that I want to ultimately see, you know, grow into something bigger, those things I keep working on. And super rad. I have a channel now with 45,000 subscribers, but more important than the number, obviously, is the viewers, you guys out there watching the channel, clicking on stupid videos like this, I want to quit, you know, and supporting it and engaging in the community. The fact that I met so many rad people through motorcycle riding, the fact that I've been able to prove to myself once again that with hard work and putting in the work, you know, day in and day out, that I can go from doing this horrible wannabe knee drag to actually having some handle and control on a motorcycle. Now, is it all over now? Heck no, it's not over. I got so much more to accomplish, so much more to learn, so much more I can do. with the motorcycles, with myself, with my personal growth, with my family, with the YouTube channel, engaging in the community. So much we can do. So much we can do. I try to keep it positive on the channel, and this, I think, is an example of how you can take something where you wake up with a little bit of a negative emotion and actually allow that emotion to come in, think about it, embrace it, and then look at it and say, all right, what am I going to do with it, man? I want to quit. All right, what next? You can quit or you keep doing it. You know what I mean? The decision, the power is in our hands. And so today I want to quit. At least when I woke up, I wanted to quit. But that could change tomorrow. And it's really rad to see where the channel's gotten to this point. I'm excited to see where it goes in the future. A year from now, I can only imagine looking back a year from now and saying, dude, if I would have quit, bro, if I would have quit, look at what I would have missed out on. Look at what I would have missed out on. So hopefully that resonates with some of you guys, and wherever you're at in your life with whatever it is you're currently doing. Maybe you're going to school, maybe you're working, maybe you're deciding, do I want to do motorcycles? Do I want to keep doing this? And sometimes it's okay to quit too. That's the one thing I will say. Sometimes it's okay to just say, dude, it's time to call it quits on this specific task. That's the other thing. Looking back over these years, there are so many things that I have started and not finished. So you could look at it as like a failure. I did a YouTube moto flip project. I really wanted to do that. You start with buying a bike at like $2,000 and then sell it, flip it, and work your way up to selling or buying your dream bike. That was an awesome idea, something I would still love to do, but just with everything I had going on, I wasn't able to pull it off. I had to quit. I had to put that one to the side. So sometimes failure is part of life too. That's just the name of the game. But yeah, I guess that's all I got for you guys today. As always, thanks for tuning in, listening to the rambling. I hope you guys are all doing good. I know it's crazy right now with everything that's going on, but all things considered, hopefully you're well, hopefully you're having fun. The motorcycles, the two-wheel therapy, bro, it's no joke, dog. It's no joke. So if you're out there thinking about motorcycles, then all I can say is try it, and if you dig it, keep going. All right, you guys, we'll catch you next time. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You guys are the best. Keep at it. Hope you're having fun. Adios. Nos vemos.